Junior Senior.
G'day everybody, it's Senior here from Junior Senior Gaming, and today it's Ask Senior, and to help me I have Lean. G'day Lean.
Hello everyone.
Right, now let's ask some questions, shall we?
Emerald 1 wants to know, do you have a lazy eye, Senior? I know you answered this, but you could have eye surgery and it helped me. And also, do you know what Roblox is?
Emerald, yes, I do have a lazy eye. We discussed this last week. I know I can have surgery, but my doctor has advised dead against it. So for me, it's a totally different story. So I'm just going to stick with his recommendation and say no, I'm not going to bother with that at the moment. As for the second question, do I know about Roblox? Yes, I know about Roblox. I have played it with Junior. I don't really think it's something we want to do on the channel though.
Mad Trucker, hey Senior, would you like to see an Australian truck simulator by ATS with road trains and Australian trucks?
Yes, I would. I would absolutely love that. Now I cannot wait. The SCS has said that they. Well, Pavel said that he would be very interested in doing a Australian truck simulator, and it would be looking around about the 2020 mark, give or take, say, 2022 or whatever, could be around that time there. So, yeah, it is coming, and yes, it would have to have road trains in it. Yeah, otherwise it wouldn't be Australian trucking simulator now, would it?
Crazy Volvo Cool says, Senior, what is your best beer you had?
Best beer that I've actually made? I'll take it that's what he means by that. I'd have to say I'd say the bitter. I make a really good bitter. I love making that over and over and over again. If we're talking about the craziest one that I've ever made, it would have to be that Christmas beer that was 11%. Wow, that was like crazy, wasn't it? Have one glass of that and you had a hangover.
Outlaw Gaming. He wants to know, Senior, could we request a skin for you to make?
Yeah, I tell you what, you could, but the thing is I don't get as much of a chance to make the skins as what I'd love to. It would have to be in my own time to do it. So, and I don't take a great deal of requests. I used to take a lot, but that took up so much time it was unreal. So, and then that person didn't use it. So, if you all got together and you wanted one singular skin for me to do, I'm sure that I could do that. So if everyone pitched in and said, hey, I'd like a skin that looked like, whatever, scroll writing and stuff like that on it, and it was changeable, that was metallic, and we all agreed upon, a skin, then I could do that, yeah. That would be something I could do, yeah.
Drew's Black 156. Hi Senior, how much time do you spend with the family when you are not working and streaming? What do you like and not like about streaming, and how long are you going to stream for? And what will you do when you stop streaming? There's a lot of questions there.
A lot of questions there. I can see there's a pattern where a lot of people are asking a lot of questions in one there. Okay, so first thing, what do I do with the family? Okay, we go out and we do all sorts of things, like go to Dream World, and when we're not doing that, we'll watch TV, general sort of things that normal people do. Play games, something like that.
He actually wanted to know how much time do you spend with
how
the
much
family?
time? I try and spend as much as I possibly can. It varies depending on what's going on in my life. So, could be working more, or, might need to do more streaming or whatever. But I try and spend as much as I can. And what else was there? There was...
What do you like and not like about streaming?
I like how I can play a game, and how I can talk to you guys about that game, and how we can basically spend a whole lot of time together playing that one game and, discussing it and having fun. So that's what I like about streaming. What I don't like about streaming is when you get, I suppose you get a whole lot of arsehats that come in there and they just act like dickheads. But that's just all part of it, I guess. You just got to take the good with the bad, really.
How long are you going to stream for?
I'm going to try and stream for as long as I possibly can. I have visions of me streaming when I'm old and grey and still playing video games and telling you young folks that you can't do this and you can't do that.
And what will you do when you stop streaming?
Retire. Be dead, I think.
Drew's Black 156. What do you like and not like about...
One question. We'll just stick to the one question for Drew.
Okay, alright. Venka Traman, I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. G'day Senior, have you visited Italy and what is your favourite game system? And do you want me, alright, because this is not, you're going to chop this. He's got 3 completely different questions here. How do you want me to do this?
Just ask the whole lot in one go because I put the thing up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Venka Traman, sorry if it's a wrong pronunciation. G'day Senior, have you visited Italy? What's your favourite gaming system? And do you like the Peterbilt 389 or Kenworth W900 ETS2 ATS?
Okay, a lot of questions there. No, I have not visited Italy. I would like to. That's one of my destinations on my list where I'd like to go. Favorite gaming system at the moment is, besides PC Master Race, is Xbox, if we're talking about consoles. But I love PC through and through. And you're like Peterbilt 389 or Kenworth W900, I'd have to say the W900, my friend. And for American Truck Simulator.
Captain Locke says, hey Senior, I have a few questions to ask you. Did you fail your driving tests, and if so, how many times?
Did I fail my driving test and how many times? No, I aced mine first go. It was my questionnaire thing that I failed for my learners, so I had to do that a couple of times. But the driving test, no, got it first time.
Taff, another question. What happened to Horror Night? Is it because there aren't any good games out, or what's the story?
Look, Horror Night was great. It was a great fun sort of thing, but really there isn't anything that grabs me, to be honest. There's no real horror games that really blow my socks off. So at the moment I'm sort of just staying back from them, and maybe something will come out soon and we'll have a look at that. I'm sick of Five Nights at Freddy. Ugh, had enough of that. But yeah, we'll just wait and see when more games come out. Then we might continue it.
The Red Sniper. Bit of an odd question, but what do you think about girls being rejected from schools in third world countries, and what do you think of sexism? Sorry for the odd question.
The Red Sniper, look, I'm going to have to say that I'm not going to answer that. And the reason being is we're not a political sort of channel here. We do gaming. Our Senior is generally about asking me a question that you think you would like to know. So, Senior, do you like Wheat Bix for breakfast? Do you have you ever had a red car? Or it doesn't matter. Something like that. Where do you think the channel's going to go? Or something like that. Not political. We're not a political channel, mate.
American Stig, what do you think of the Grand Tour?
I knew Stig had asked that eventually. I love the Grand Tour. I actually like the Grand Tour so much better than the... what was that other show? Yeah, you remember what was that other show, Lean, that they used to do?
No. And I'm serious, I don't. The one with the 3 of them, yes.
Yeah, the 3 of them. Yeah, I've forgotten it. I don't know. Whatever it is, no, it was not important. Anyway.
Top Gear. That's
right, Top Gear, yeah. It wasn't very important anyway. Look, the Grand Tour is so much better. I like it so much better than that other show.
Daniel Gibson, if you got an employment offer better than your present job, but would require you to move to a different location, would you consider it?
That would be a very, very tough decision. I'd have to look at the offer first and then assess the situation. The only problem with that is if I did do that, would I still be able to stream? Would I still be able to do YouTube videos? Because I love doing them. So that would be something that I'd have to consider.
Mad Hatter Gaming says, G'day Senior, will you ever visit South Africa one day, and will you like if SCS makes a trucking game that is like GTA, not GTA walk around and stuff?
That would be an interesting concept with GTA sort of crossed with SES, the SES games. Would you be able to steal trucks? Would you be able to steal loads? That sort of thing. I'd have to actually have a look at it, and whatever ideas they'd proposed in there, I'd sort of say yeah or no. It depends, but it would be something of interest, yeah. And I suppose South Africa. I'd like to go all over the world, to be honest. I'm not 100% sure on many places in South Africa I'd like to go, but it would be a place, yeah, I'd like to visit, yeah. As long as I don't get eaten by a lion.
H. Welch says, what are some of your favourite things to do when you are not creating YouTube videos and gaming?
Some of the things I really enjoy doing is when I'm not gaming, I'll sit down and I'll make a mod or something like that when I get the time, and that's the thing. I enjoy making like skins, and I'm doing a little bit of modeling at the moment. Nothing that I can release, but that's something that I'm working on.
JBWWE fan says, hey Senior, what are some recommended free mods that I should download?
Well, the free mods I think that you must have would be, let's see, the Peterbilt 389, that was by Viper 2. That was the winner of last year's best truck mod. Then I would have to say the Scott A2H2, I think it is. That's awesome, that truck. It's an old school truck, very, very good. What else? The GT mics, the Kenworth 800. That was awesome. Definitely have to look. So there's a couple there that I think you should really have a look at.
359 Trucking, what is your favourite truck model?
Favourite truck model, I'd have to say the K200. Definitely.
Isaac Clifton, Senior, do you like Renaults? LOL.
Not really. I'm not a big fan of Renaults. I've sat inside a Renault. Not a big fan of Renault, to be honest.
Ray WJ1 fan says, hey Senior, what's the powertrain on your AE86? Is it just the stock 4AG, or has it got some mods?
It has some basic mods. I have some ideas that I'd like to do, but it all costs money. It really does. It has the standard 4AGE small port, so that is more of a harder engine to come by, and I like that engine, but I would one day like to upgrade to a 7AG ZE, so which is a more modern engine, and it also has a supercharger, so that would be really cool.
Bob Jones WOF wants to know, do you think that when I grow up I can become a truck? Also, what state you are from, mate?
Truck driver, you mean, or truck? Because it's going to be pretty hard to become a truck.
You can't become a truck, okay?
No, you can't become a truck, but truck driver, yeah. Yeah, you could, yeah. And what state am I in? I'm in Queensland.
I have another one here from Drew's Black, which I do want you to answer.
Yes.
Should Truckers MP make a new server with no cars and no speed limit?
Well, if you're talking about the actual cars, those little Skodas that run around, I hate those things. I think they should be banned and only be able to be used for admin. Because I understand admin would need those to get around quite quick, and also if they've dressed up like a police car or something, it shows that they are patrolling and admin is watching. So I think that it should be an admin thing only.
And the no speed limit?
No speed limit. There are servers that don't have speed limits, so we just use the ones that have speed limits. So
Cowie wants to know, hey Senior, what's your favourite game of all time, and how many people were in your biggest ATS or ETS convoy?
I'd have to say my favourite game is American Truck Simulator. I love that game. And how many did we have in a convoy? We once had about, I think it was over 50, nearly 60 people, wasn't it, Lean?
I can't remember, to be honest.
There was a lot of people there. I'm going to actually try and beat that in the near future. I'm really racking up some ideas at the moment to try and beat that. So see how we go.
Harley Anderson Shingleton wants to know, do you have a favourite ATS truck?
Now that depends. If we're talking vanilla, I like the W900. Is hands down, that's my favourite truck out of the vanilla trucks. If we're talking modded, I have to say the Kenworth K200.
Taff plays, if the AE86 or the GT86 did not exist, what would be your favourite car?
Oh, I'd have to say the RX-7. Which one? The Sylvana. The Series 1 was my alternative favourite car other than the 86.
Venkatraman says, Senior, do you like the Peterbilt 389 or the 357 and why?
If we're talking actual real trucks, I'd have to say the 389. I just like the looks of it. And modded as well, I'd have to say that, look, both trucks are very good, but the 389 definitely has it hands down out of that one. Modded trucks anyway, yeah.
Rahim would like to know, what operating system do you like the best?
I actually like Linux better because it's a more stable operating system. You can, it is a little bit harder to use, but it's a lot more stable and works a lot better. However, Windows 10 seems to be the better one at the moment, better version of Windows, and all your games are basically on Windows, unfortunately. So, and I know you can use Wine and that, but they still, I don't think they work as well as what they do on their intended system. So, yeah, depends what I'm doing. Gaming, Windows. Normal, everyday working, I'd have to say Linux.
NWCK1, hey Senior, why do you think RTA always seems to focus on Aussie trucks?
There was originally when they started, and I've asked the guys this before, when they originally started, there was no market for the actual trucks. The trucks weren't being done for Australia, and they thought that the Australian trucks definitely needed to be done, and I agree. The Australian trucks, we've got some massive, big, powerful Australian trucks over here, and they need to be done. And also some trucks that I think that need to be done is more historical trucks like B61, the B80. There's heaps of Macs that throughout our history in Australia that really need to be put into American Truck Simulator.
CT Gaming, Senior, would you like to see a mod where you can get out of the truck and walk around, and when you get out you have to lock the pin and connect the hoses?
I would love that. I think that would be the ultimate in your actual game, because imagine that you can go, you back your truck in, the pin locks in, you hear the lock or you feel it, and you have to get out of the actual truck, and you have to make sure that it's locked in. You have to get out and wind your actual legs up, and drive off. Doing checks as well would be good. Walking around doing checks on your tires, make sure your tires are working, that they're the right pressure, etc. That sort of thing would even make it better. I think that would take the whole trucking experience to a new limit.
KTM for life, do you like Peterbilt Senior or Scanias?
I'd have to say Peterbilts over Scanias.
JP Motorsport, have you ever been a professional breakdancer?
No, I have not been a professional breakdancer. I couldn't see myself breakdancing at all. I once tried to do the worm as a kid and ended up breaking my face.
Jamie 5.0, hey Senior, if you lost your job, would you consider driving a road train or just a normal truck? Not a hino, lol.
Yes, I would, but I think I'm going to stick where I am for the time being, because one, it allows me to do a whole heap of YouTube and streaming, and that's what I enjoy most of all.
Another question from Jamie 5.0, where did the name Senior and Senior, Junior and Mr. Senior come from? What made you use these names?
Well, originally we started off, as we said before, with Junior and myself, and we called it Junior Senior Gaming because it was the two of us. Mrs. Senior just came from... Somebody asked me one day, what's your wife's name? And I just said, oh, Mrs. Senior. So just plucked it out of a hat, and that's how it came about. Okay,
and Junior is not his son's real name. I know that in the comments somebody wrote that, but I just want to clarify that. It's just that they have the same last name, same first name, and so it's Junior Senior.
Yeah, generally when you see somebody called Junior and Senior, the reason they call that is because they both have the same name, and rather than calling, you know, somebody the same name, you would call them Junior or Senior.
That is the questions for today.
Right, thank you very much. Well, guys, look, that's all the questions we've got for today. If you've got some more questions, then make sure in the comments below you get in there and write those questions. I know that heaps of you have got questions. Try to stick to one question per line rather than having multiple questions in there. It does make it a little bit harder for us if you've got multiple questions, and we did have to skip some because there was one person, there's a few people in there asking like 6 or 7 questions, and we really can't answer all those in one go. It'd take way too long. But thank you very much for those questions. Thank you very much, Lean, for helping me today.
No worries.
And guys, we will see you again next week. We'll try and get these, Ask Senior again in the next week, next Friday. I just have to try and remember. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for your questions. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. There's over 1,500 videos there for you to watch. Heaps to keep you entertained. But that's it for me. Don't forget to keep the shiny side up and the greasy side down, and I'm 1010 on the side. And remember, game on. Thanks for watching, YouTubers. If you'd like to watch some more trucking good videos, then click on the links beside. If you'd like to visit our website, or you'd also like to subscribe, then click on the links below. Thanks again for watching, YouTubers, and remember, game on!